y'all doing today?
Good morning.
I have some great news to share with y'all here in just a moment. Oh my goodness, I am tickled pea green, just let me tell you. But I want to say hi to Rita and Mima Dawn. They've already said they're going to have to catch the replay, but that's all right. I'm so happy Rita's going to go spend time with their mama, and Mima Dawn's going to be with a group in person crocheting. Isn't that lovely? And yes, little Miss Connie, she is back at her sewing machine. I Swanee. Good morning, Lana. And Michelle, I thought you was going to go take a nap. Good morning, Froggy. Thank you for being here. And she's asking, does anyone have a coupon code for Hirsch Nerds? I haven't looked, but I will. Good morning, Barbara. How are y'all doing today? I hope everything's well. Good morning, little Carrie. How are you, sweetheart? Have you taken your pills yet?
Yeah, I just took them.
Okay. Well, sorry. Okay, little Carrie, that means we need to see a parade of hearts for our Carrie there. She said she's already taken her meds. Morning, Sam. It is 3 a.m. and all is well. We'll dig out a project to work on. Well, cool, because that's what we're going to talk about today. What are we working on? Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing, sweetie? Thank you for joining us. Russ doesn't have one? Well, goodness. Good morning, Carrie P. How are you? And there's your parade of hearts. I
Thank you,
hope
Carrie.
everyone
Alexa, stop.
hope everyone's having a great Thursday. I mean, guess what? Tomorrow's Friday, end of the weekend. Woo, we're back at the weekend again. Isn't that awesome? Good morning, Beth. How are you, sweetie? Thank you all so much. And there's Frizzy B. She's in the house. Well, you talk about Frizzy B. She's a busy bee. Every time I turn around, she's got a live going on. You are really cranking it out there, girlfriend. So, guess what I found by accident on my little air conditioner thing over here? Everywhere we have stayed in Florida, our rooms have only come with a air conditioner. You know, not any of those dual things because they don't normally expect it to get cold here. And I guess if it does get cold, they're just going to, you know, not turn the air conditioner on. Well, I remind all of you, my husband likes to sleep so that it's cold enough to hang meat. But during the day, it doesn't seem how warm I make the air conditioner. It just stays cold in here. So this morning I was over there and I was pumping it up to 75 so it would at least get to about 68 in here or something. And I noticed these other buttons way over on the right. And I was like, I wonder what those are. So I had to get a flashlight to look at them. There's a heater. It says auto and then cool and then heat. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I get to push the buttons until the little heat thing there on the light pops on. And immediately warm air started coming out of that machine. I am standing there going, oh my goodness, all week long. I have been freezing my tootsies. And now it is nice and toasty. I don't even have a blanket in my lap. Isn't that awesome? I'm sorry, guys. I get
That is
excited over
awesome.
it's awesome for me, let me tell you. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you doing? Yes,
Good morning, Bonnie.
that has just made my day, let me tell you. And it's supposed to get we're supposed to have another little cool front come through here again after the weekend. Uh, when I mean cool front, they're saying the temperatures are supposed to dip, in this area again. Bless their hearts. Tell you what. Sarah said, I would rather have the Florida weather today compared to a temp of 17, but feels like 4. I know Froggy was telling us this morning how hers can't remember, but it felt like -4, I think she said. I can't remember. We was just talking about so many people. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But you know what, Sam? I didn't care. I did not care. I just got my Febreze and, you know, sprayed it just a little bit. Oh, see, I'm chilly even though it's Florida. Well, I'm not kidding you. I had to. purchased me some long sleeve shirts and some sweatpants. Folks, I do not like wearing socks. I don't. But I've been wearing some of my husband's ankle socks plus a fleece blanket in my lap. I mean, I've just been cold and I had not been able to warm up. 17 degrees, but feels like 3 degrees. See, to me, anything below 25 and it's just, yeah. Me neither, Maureen. You don't like socks on your feet either? Lana's asking Sarah, do you have snow, sweetie? I do too. But I tell you what, when my feet get cold, that's it. Shut her down because I'm done. So when my feet get cold, it's cold. And I can tell you something else. Lacey's enjoying it because she's sleeping up on top of the covers. Normally, you see this big old lump in the bed, even during the daytime, because it just is cold in here. But anyway, so I'm a happy camper. What they say, happy as a little clam. Oh, yes, ma'am, I am. Truly, truly am. So what's everybody working on today? Oh, well, no, let's get this right now. First, what's in your cup? I have my wonderful black silk coffee and some hazelnut creamer at the moment. I'll be switching over to my biscuit tea later on. We had snow, but the rain took care of that. It's supposed to snow this weekend, Lana. Oh. So what else is everybody drinking? Are you drinking coffee still, Carrie?
I am. I was on biscuit tea for like 3 weeks.
Right, I know. Frizzy B. Oh, Carrie says she has black coffee in her cup. I can't go black coffee. Now, if I run out of creamer, then yes, I'll drink black coffee, but boy, I just try not to do that too much. And Frizzy B has a pumpkin spice latte. Oh, don't look at it as dragging your tushy to cardio rehab. Look at it as strengthening up your body, sweetie. Give it a positive note. Good morning, Thrifty. How you doing? And there's Amy. I got to see two cute little babies this morning. Oh, then you'll have coffee. Yeah, let's just lay off the coffee until after that. Oh, look at that. Sarah has water in her cup and a pillow cover on her hook. Oh, I bet that's pretty. And I guess we can all agree that it's pretty much cold everywhere today.
Good
Almost.
morning, Rachel.
Sam, how's your weather? Is it a little frosty where you're at in Australia right now?
Oh
Or are
no, I
you?
bet you it's hotter than hell.
I was going to say, I was wondering if her weather is flipped from ours.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Laura. How are you, sweetie? It's good to see you.
Good morning, Laura. In case anybody was wondering, everybody that I owed mail to went out on Monday.
Yay!
All of the yarn bowls went out.
Cool. It's nice to get all those boxes out of the way, isn't it?
Couple furls hooks, couple project books.
Oh, Sam says it has been hot, about 90 degrees Fahrenheit today, but now it's at 70. Woo! Yeah, Laura, coffee now, tea later. That's the way I have it. A grape recovery drink, and I plan on continuing with my project yarn logging. Oh, good for you. Did you show off your yarn logging book?
No, but Lana inspired me.
Well, just a minute. I want to show you guys this. It is so cool.
So I got this one.
Snap that
Lana
puppy
got
to turn
this
on.
one.
Oh, you got two of them.
Yeah, one I'm going to use for my one weight and one I'm going to use for the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
I've done, this pin writes on me so easily. 1, 2, three pages,
Oh my word.
almost 3.5 pages of logging. And it just says yarn inventory log, brand name, weight, color, lot number, yards / skeins, and location. Well, none
Oh,
of mine
that's
have a
nice.
location yet. So if I needed something right now, it would be a mystery.
Right. What is the other book? Oh, you said you were going to put one for is it the same type book? I just noticed it had a different color. I mean, different
Okay, so
cover.
this one, it gives you a place to put the yarn sample,
Oh, nice.
yarn label, and then the yarn information is more detailed. Brand of yarn, name and color, dye lot, fiber contents, store purchased, yard skeins quantity, purchase date, gauge and weight, purchase price, hook and needle, project made, patterns used, and notes.
Oh my goodness, that one is a lot more detailed.
So I'm going to use this for my one weight. Hopefully there's enough pages here. If not, I'll have to get another book.
Oh mercy, wouldn't that be awful? Let's see. Let's get caught. Oh, well, hello there, Too Old to Care, and Sharon.
Hi,
Sharon.
Nancy. Hi,
That's
Sharon.
Nancy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you ladies are doing well today. What you drinking on? And yes, Sarah, Mother Nature does need to take a chill pill. She's not being kind to anybody. I mean, if we're not freezing, we're burning up, and poor old California. Oh my word. Need to be in prayer for those folks out there. It's just awful. So many homes destroyed. And not only just the homes, but I guess because I'm an old softy, I also think about the animals, that are being displaced because their homes are being burned. I remember out in West Texas, been probably 15 years ago now. Hot tea in my cup, Nancy says, and it's bitter cold here. Like I said, it's been cold here, unusually cold for Florida at this time of year. Oh, there you go. Froggy found a code for Hirschner's. THNK, THNX 2024. Woohoo! What you getting at Hirschner's, Froggy? Anyway, there were people that, out in West Texas, it's not unusual for a lot of folks from, say, Dallas, Austin, even from New Mexico, to have cattle out either on land that they've leased or their own land, and basically many of them will. I can only listen today as my vision is still blurry after cataract surgery yesterday. Well, Mara, sweetheart, you take care of yourself. I'm so happy that you're here, though. Thank you. Oh, you're getting some off-white yarn for the bookworm blanket. Okay. Anyway, people were just going around and cutting chains on gates or locks on gates so that they could get the cattle out of there because we had a fire that started during the wrong
Hi,
time of the
Mara.
year with the grass being so dry. We had one of those turbines catch fire and literally melted itself to the point where it fell to the ground and started the fire. But anyway, Lana says, I have had a hard time writing in the books. I keep a zipper pencil case. Come here. With hook, darning, needles, scissors, and labels as I use the yarn in the project bag with the yarn and I fill out the index card. Well, that's nice. But I do like that second book that she held up because, you can take your yarn label and just slap it in there. I think that's good. Oh, there you go. You mean for each project, and then you're using the index card to put into your book. Well, that's good. Gary, my heart's not into this cardio rehab thing today, but I'm going anyhow. Well, good girl. Good girl.
Good morning,
90
Mary King.
Well, good morning, Mary King. Long time no see, sweetie. Thank you for jumping in here with us this morning. Little Carrie, 90% of showing up is just getting up. So kudos to you, girlfriend, for sticking with it.
I have physical therapy today, too.
You'll have it right after this, won't you?
Not until 1.
Until 1, okay.
Or o'clock your time.
Okay.
And my mom says to me, so is that really sweet lady still working with you on your exercising? And I said, no, we haven't hit. It's been a hit or miss, and we've been missing.
Yeah. I've been trying to get myself reorganized this year. And so I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. Ah, there you go, little Carrie. See? Just a little bit of encouragement to get it done. So what's everybody working on? I'm working on the mouth of this dog from the Muppet book that I showed off yesterday. And I was trying to figure out, the mouth was looking wrong. And so I had to step back just a minute. And I noticed one thing in the book might be helpful for the next person is letting someone know which direction they're supposed to go, because there's, dog always has his mouth open, and I was stitching on the wrong side, and I kept wondering why it felt funny or looked funny. You know what I mean? Because at some point I have to close it up.
Good morning,
And
Kitty.
just went the wrong direction on it. Good morning, Kitty. How are you today? So happy that you're here. I enjoyed your live the other day, Froggy. I may have a live this afternoon. Man, that would be awesome, sweetheart. Now, I know Frizzy Bee is going live. What so says in oh, well, look at you, little kitty. I'm doing my lesson plans for week number 4, ASL and tutorial. Awesome. Bob's newest hat, and still have a mosaic blanket on my hook.
Which one, Nancy?
Yeah.
Which mosaic blanket?
And Thrifty says, I'm working on a crochet quilt squares, and I'm loom knitting a blanket. Okay, yes. Frizzy's is at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will make it 2 o'clock Eastern Time, if you don't want a conflict there. But it's like Carrie and I were talking about earlier. It's just hard to schedule lives nowadays because there's only so many hours in a day, and there's so many folks going live at the same time. And you don't want to steal thunder from anybody else, but at the same time, if you don't, you're never going to get to go live. So, oh my goodness, Nancy says, I'm doing a reversible skull tree blanket, 299 rows, and I'm on row 123. It's her first mosaic. Well, good for you. No, Bonnie, on Thursdays, Carrie and I go live together, but it's on my channel. Good morning, Jay. How are you, sweetheart? I hope
Good
you're doing
morning, Jay.
well.
How's that baby? I mean, that toddler.
Hey, to me, they're still all babies until they're 25. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yes, I'm working on more divine hats with the guys. They've made so many. Yes, but up where you're at, little Carrie, I'm sure hats at this time of year are a premium. Uh, Bonnie, you know what? I don't know what's going on right now with YouTube, but whose was it? Oh, last night. I mean, I knew Little Treasures by Nancy was going to come on at 8 o'clock, but I always wait for my ding to go off on my phone, and I had it on. I mean, up, the volume up just a little bit, but I never got it. And it's like 9:15, and I'm like, what in the world? I went and looked, and sure enough, she'd already been there. I'm not working on anything right now, Carrie says. The past few weeks have been hard. I lost my beloved Pops last week. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to get back to some routine, including crocheting and hanging with y'all on YouTube. Well, sweetheart, you take all the time that you need. We'll be here, but I do appreciate you coming in and sitting with us for a while. Oh, for all the channels. No, mine's been kind of hit and miss. I don't know what's going on, but
Good morning,
hello,
Jessica.
my little gypsy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Nancy said Bod's newest hat is 112 stitches for each round. It's taken me a while. It's an easy hat. I'm just slow. That's okay too, sweetie. Slow and steady wins the race, remember? Oh, goodness. Bonnie says I have 2 skeins worth to go on this king size blanket. My word. I'm on the border of a blanket for a friend who had a fire. Oh, Sharon, that is awesome. Oh, thank you for that, Sarah. She's lifting up prayers for Carrie. That's great. Yeah, we all just when you go through the loss of a loved one, a pet, a friend, it doesn't matter. A loss is a loss, and you just have to, grieve at your own pace and time and not put expectations on yourself. Sam, YouTube can't be relied on to give notifications, so everything goes into my phone's reminders and my phone tells me. So please, if you go live at all, make sure to put up an upcoming notice so I can add it. Well, yes, ma'am. Lana says, Nancy, I'm slow too, but I love Bod's hats. I love making hats. I think they are next to washcloths. I think they are the um, um, like not quite an instant gratification project, but almost.
Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Amy T. How are you doing, sweetheart? Well, it sounds like for most of us, working on a blanket is a good idea today. What blanket are you working on, Carrie?
The Cove.
The Cove.
The Cove. Yeah. Um, I don't. I don't know if I'll do another one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do another Nemu or Nimue, however you want to pronounce it.
Uh-huh. Right.
Because I haven't been able to finish the blanket.
I gotcha. Is it what is it that's not catching your fancy? Maybe that's what I should
On
say.
this,
Uh-huh.
it's just really easy. Like this round and the three before it are double crochet, front post double crochet all the way across, 4 rows. And
Okay.
then the next row is single crochet, and the row after that is double crochet, and then the row after that is single crochet. And then we start a new part of the blanket.
Right.
Then it'll
So
be
you
done baby size.
well, so then what you're saying is right now, it's in a boring state for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
got some really cool stitches, you guys.
Just a sec, let me put you big. Okay, just a minute. Camera's blurry. Yeah, it does look like she's I love that right in the middle. Well, it is pretty, especially with the colors that you've chosen. Let's see. Mary King is offering up prayers. Nancy says, I really like the looks of Bod's Sparrow hat. Yes, it's slanted and reminds me of a cross between the divine hat and the waffle stitch. Exactly. Yes, Lana, when I get bored with a project, I make a hat. That or a washcloth. Amy T says, good morning, Lana. I should be having my surgery within 4 weeks. Looking forward to the 12-week medical leave from work. Oh, goodness. Well, at least you have medical leave. Yes, Froggy's going to have to take some relief from doing anything for a
You
bit.
can't even knit.
Her wrist, no crochet, no knitting.
Oh, because
Really, she
usually
shouldn't
if
even.
crochet hurts your wrist, knitting doesn't.
Mhm.
It's terrible.
Oh, Lana, that's so sweet. Amy, keep me posted. I'll be praying. Yeah, she had to go to wearing a wrist brace yesterday. Hopefully, she can get into the doctor here in the next week or two. Okay, now I think we're caught up. Yeah, her wrist kept swelling on her, but she not only crochets and knits, she's been doing a lot of writing. We've been doing some courses together, and she also has to keep her fire in her little stove in the front room, fed with wood since it's been so terribly cold. And of course, it has to be the right hand, so that's the one that's been bothering her, and the swelling just won't go down. So Joey came in yesterday with a wrist brace for her. And in just a little bit, she said it started feeling so much better. Amy T, no, I had the required ultrasound and urine biopsy yesterday and physical exam, waiting on insurance approval and scheduling. Hopefully, we'll know in the next 2 weeks. Well, that is awesome, Amy T. Put you on a prayer list that everything goes smoothly for you. Lifting wood, writing, crochet, knitting, washing dishes, folding clothes is taking a toll. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I'd be fussing about not being able to crochet and knit, but the wood, the washing dishes, folding clothes, nah. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, Amy T, you are so welcome. That's what we're here for, to lift each other up whenever we need it. So I hope no one has any family or friends out in those fires. Can't wait for the 12 weeks of crocheting. Maybe I'll learn to knit also. Well, you're braver than me, Amy T. I'd probably spend some of that time polishing up on my Tunisian, folks. Oh my goodness, I have been learning how to do Tunisian. Now, I haven't made a project yet because I keep practicing. Just like in regular crochet, Tunisian also has its basic stitches. And so I keep practicing on them simply because there's a couple of them that I get a little backwards. And since I am a pencil holder instead of a knife holder, I'm trying to get comfortable with doing the Tunisian that way. I have tried to do the pencil, but I don't know. I watch folks and I try to mimic what they're doing, but when I do the knife hold, my stitches get so big. It's really funny. Right, reminds me of Warren whenever he was learning to chain and do double crochets. Good morning, Sandra. How are you doing? I'm taking a frigid smoke break at work. Oh my goodness, I tell you
Good
what,
morning, Sandra.
just the cold I think would be enough for me to step back and go, do I really want to do this? Amy T, that's been a goal for 2 years, just haven't started. Bought the needles, and I even treated myself to a pickle jar knit kit about 6 months ago. What's a pickle jar knit kit?
A pickle jar is from Aberdeen Wools, and it comes with 25, 50, I think it's 25 mini skeins in a great big pickle jar.
Okay. A pickle jar knit kit. Oh, that's great, Carrie. She says, so far, my friends out there are safe where the fires are. That's wonderful. Same for me with the knife hold, Maureen. Mara said, I am a pencil holder, and so Tunisian hurts and is awkward for me. Well, I mean, I remember learning on just the real long, what Grandma called her Afghan needles. And I did learn how to do with that, do with the pencil. And so I figured that since I did it once before, I could do it again. I think where I struggle a little bit is by trying to make too long of a swatch whenever I'm practicing. Um, and when my stitches start falling off on the oh, come on, the cord, that you can attach to it whenever you have longer pieces, it's coming back and pulling it together. I mean, I think there's a little bit more involved for those of us that choose to continue doing Tunisian with the pencil style instead of the knife style. I just can't convert over. I just can't do it. Nancy says, my first Tunisian blanket is in timeout. Just the knit stitch, but I like the looks of it. I only work on it a little bit every once in a while because it's so slow going for me. Oh, it came with needles and a scarf pattern. Sandra, I'm not saying you can't do it. There's a lot of people prefer to do it with the knife technique. I'm just saying, oh, really? You did some interlock this week before surgery and it was easier than a big swatch. Well, that's great. Can I get prayers for two people? Yes, ma'am. I got calls today about a good friend of my family that the mom named Carol had. Oh my goodness. She's in a good hospital right now. Yes, ma'am. So the name of your friend, sweetie? Hello, Ellie. How are you doing? And everyone in the chat, listening and driving. And yes, it's cold outside.
Hi, Ellie.
Oh my goodness. Also, my niece's son, Jacob, who is 9 and has some disabilities, had a massive stroke at school today. I'm not sure what's going on with him right now. Oh, Amy, my love.
Oh,
I
my
am
goodness.
so sorry. Can you imagine a 9-year-old?
Mm-mm. Oh,
Carrie, can you find the devotional for us while I'm writing?
I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Mm.
What look are you going for? God doesn't require attention-getting devices. Matthew 6:18. We all struggle to keep our eyes on the Creator and not on the created ourselves. I actually cringe when a man in my couples Bible study group commented, "My Debbie, you look very wholesome tonight." Wholesome? That was not the look I was going for. Attractive, lovely, feminine, ravishing, even color coordinated would have been welcomed. But wholesome isn't cracked up wheat wholesome. Then the more I thought about it, I realized that was actually one of the nicest compliments I've ever received. Wholesome is precisely the way Papa God desires for me to be perceived, especially by men who aren't my husband.
Yep.
Dear Papa God, in such a self-centered world, I need help with wanting to attract people to you, not to myself. You should always be the look I'm going for. Please let your light shine bright in me. Amen.
Amen. Laura, sweetheart, I am so sorry. Sandra says, feels like 33 here in Baton Rouge. Brr! Bless you. Maybe this is a good time for you to get rid of those smoky sticks. Just saying. Vertigo is pretty bad today, huh, sweetheart? This devotional book is funny sometimes. It is, little Carrie. Don't you shush me, girlfriend. You know you should get off them things. Just saying. Yeah, I can imagine being told I look wholesome. Well, it's better than saying I look ugly, right?
Mhm.
Or, are you sick? Are you feeling okay? Hello there, little Miss Alley Cat. How are you doing? It's chilly in Alabama too.
Hi,
I bet
Alley
it
Cat.
is.
We turn the heater
You're right
down.
there in that big old band of snow and ice, aren't you?
To like 70. Thank you.
Well, like I said, at this time of the year, I love working on blankets. I especially love working on blankets when it's cold. Next Friday. Oh, well, that's right. But you said, okay. Yeah. Joey has to work tomorrow, doesn't he? But at least you got an appointment on the book, sweetheart. And a week is not too bad of a length of time to go so that you can get your wrist to, go down, give it a rest. I'm sorry, I was watching something outside trying to talk at the same time. Oh, the ice is coming, and you're working on doll clothes. That's awesome. Are you sewing them or crocheting them? And Lana said, Froggy, here's another Hirschner's code, Bloom 25. Just pay 55, pay $5 on orders over $35. That's another good one.
I saw something somewhere, and now I don't remember where I saw it, but I guess Honey is not a place that you want to go for codes.
Oh, yes, I saw that too.
They're stealing money from
Yeah.
the companies that they're giving codes to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In fact, they didn't say who the company was, but there's already a lawsuit filed against him for that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame the way people try to take advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good, Froggy.
Oh, it's a little app that for a while, yeah, I uninstalled it yesterday whenever I read that too. Um, I can't, I guess I've been using it for about a year, but a lot of times when those codes would come up,
They never worked.
yeah, or it wasn't, it wasn't, most of the time was not number one on a site that I normally shopped at, or two, it wasn't as good a deal as what I was already getting. And Kitty says, Auntie Froggy, when do the squares due? Just whenever you get them made, sweetheart.
Froggy's collecting squares.
Mm-hmm. Daniel does not like making granny squares. Now he'll sew them, and he's offered to sew them together for people for a while. He just doesn't like making them, but he wants a granny square blanket. So Froggy said, everybody that wants to, I just threw a number out there and said, just make the squares, 6 inches. And Froggy said, yes, make them and send them to me. And then when I get enough, I'll send them on to Daniel. But there's a caveat to that. And that is really make two. That way I can send one to Daniel and I will have one and I can make myself a granny square blanket too. So,
Hi, Michael.
hello, Michael. How are you doing? Oh, just thank you so much for being here and thank you for the thumbie. I do appreciate that. Bye bye, Michael, Lana says. Oh, goodness. I love making granny squares. I really do, whether it is just a square, whether it is the traditional granny square. I even love making the rectangular granny squares. Make it big enough to where you can put two on either side and just start
Oh,
throwing it
no.
in there and around. Oh, Michael,
Michael's not good. Doggy across the Rainbow Bridge.
I am so sorry, Michael. Oh my goodness. I hope it was a peaceful crossing, sweetheart. Oh. Lana, I found my granny squares and I have a box to send them, now getting me out to the post office. I understand that one too. It's not so much the getting there, it's getting me from the room to the truck. Because once I get to the truck, I'm okay. It's just getting out there to the truck. Kind of like little Carrie was saying about just getting in the car, I'm sure, to go. Yeah.
My homework for counseling was to go outside 5 times, 5 different days for 2 minutes. And I didn't do any of
Good.
it. Of counseling
Little
today.
Carrie. Hello there, Michelle J. How are you doing? She said she's lurking today. The kiddos are there. That's all right. But she's been a member for 9 months. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate your membership.
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Michael. Prayer, sweetheart.
Oh, she says I'm checked in and hooked up to the machine. Well, good girl, little Carrie. Have a good workout, sweetheart. Yeah, it's hard losing a pet. I mean, they give you such unconditional love, and companionship, and you just don't realize how much they've wheedled themselves into your heart until they're gone. Every once in a while, Lacey will cock her head or do something, and for like a split second, um, I see Scout, Wayne's old hound dog, and it just gives you that little pain. Isn't that the truth, Nancy? That is absolutely right. Sometimes losing our fur baby is harder than losing a two-legged loved
Hi,
one.
Tracy. How are you?
Hello, Miss Tracy Hot Tea. How are you doing, sweetheart? That's right, Lana. Leaves a hole. Mm. Yeah, so sweet, comforting prayers out to Michael and Panda.
Yeah, to both of them.
Yep. Mm. So, does anyone have any great, outstanding plans for this afternoon? I get to go to the pharmacy and pick up my husband's meds. Yay!
I get to do PT
Yay!
and counseling.
Oh, that's great too. And then I guess I'll come back and see what I can do about this mouth for dog. Oh, Kitty says she's going to get to sit back and
Hi,
crochet.
Sherry.
Oh, I know, Carrie. I wished I had good plans. I have to go grocery shopping and it's freezing out with high winds. Oh, Tracy. Amy T, you're going to work for 16 hours? Oh my word. Whew. And Tracy just wants to get this day over with. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, goodness. Yeah, for me, I really would like to just stay in where the room is nice and toasty today. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm just a happy little clam, but
Wayne's going to walk in and be like,
exactly. Exactly. So I've got the timer set on my phone for 3 o'clock to start, to switch it back over to the AC. Oh, Sherry, hello, sweetheart. How are you doing? It's definitely cold outside, 13 degrees with the wind chill, makes it feel like 7. So I am not going out today. Oh, thrifty. Just relaxing on my day off and nurse this cold. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Oh, Lana has a mammogram tomorrow. Well, I hope the weather will be a lot more conducive to you being able to get out. Because that's one of those. Kitty, that is awesome. She says she can move around a little more. I can stand upright for 10 minutes before my legs and my back give out. Oh, sweetheart, that's awesome. Yes, we were discussing that this morning. But we were wondering, even though the post office is closed today for a day of mourning for Jimmy Carter, if FedEx and UPS would still run. Beth says, I just got those Dollar Tree fabric collapsible storage cubes. Going to go through all the yarn on my plastic shelving unit and put skeins into the cubes. Well, that sounds nice. This way you can really get them organized. Will those storage cubes stack on top of each other? And I didn't know Dollar Tree had the collapsible storage cubes. Might have to check into that. Oh, well, I guess they are running then. Kitty says FedEx just delivered my bath and Body Works, and I've seen the brown team go through a few times today. Well, I guess that answered that question then. Thank you, Kitty. Oh, no, they don't, but they wouldn't fit on your shelves that way anyway. Okay. So I get it. You're taking the skeins off the shelves, putting them in something so that you can pull them out. I gotcha.
I'm doing okay, Tracy. How are you?
Oh, and your daughter is a delivery driver for Amazon and she's at work. Well, okay. You wished it was 73 there so you could go outside. I hear you. I don't believe we're supposed to get much past 65 or so. Let me see. Ooh,
It's
right
been a
now it's
long time, Tracy.
56 with a high of 63. Ooh.
Let's see, it's 37 here
Yeah.
in Windy.
See what's going
Oh,
on for
it's
my kids. And
36 here in Windy.
Oh my goodness. Arlington is getting snow and more expected, heavier snow expected in 36 hours. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they're supposed to have it bad starting today and all the way through the weekend. I know. I know, Sherry. Just hearing the wind blow makes me even colder. Or just looking outside and watching the limbs and the trees and stuff. Woo! Oh, you feel like you're living in Siberia. You're too close to Arlington, Kitty? So are you having snow and ice right now then? Because it showed all around Fort Worth, Dallas, northeast, west, south, And it shows it to be moving very slowly. Oh, it's just cold but sunny here? Okay. Right now, yeah. Well, I hope you're all ready to be hunkered in then for at least a day or two. Our son-in-law in Fort Worth sent us a picture of a man standing in the grocery store line, and he's got like, I don't know how, well, of course, AI might have done it. I don't know. But it looks like he's holding 6 1 gallons of milk and a whole tray of bread and eggs stacked on top of that. And I'm like, yep, that's what happens to us in Texas. Oh my goodness, Sherry. Came home after going to the post office and supermarket, wind chill 2 degrees, felt like below that. My deck is so cold it creaks when you walk on it. Yes, yes, ma'am. The wood doesn't like cold either.
Mm-mm.
And it'll really moan and groan at you. It's so nice to hear that heater sound kick in.
Just the simple things that make you happy.
I know. I'm not kidding you guys. Oh, you're at the post office dropping off your Afghan friendship squares. That's awesome. Oh, so you're going to have snow tomorrow night, but the temperatures are supposed to get up into the 40s? Out in West Texas, we loved the snow, but we didn't like what came afterwards. And that was, several days and nights of the snow melting but freezing, and then still having moisture in it, freezing again. So I know carrying stacks of eggs could get you robbed. $6 a dozen here. Oh my goodness, and you're not paying that. Mm.
What the hell? Did chickens stop laying eggs?
No, they've just been expensive and kept going up, especially after COVID. Sherry says, no snow here. It's too cold, but I'm ready if it needs to come. I just ordered 2 40-pound bags of ice melt from Walmart. I can't pick them up to my cart and wrestle them into the car, so I just order them online. It's better to do that. Just have them delivered. Oh my word. We have snow on the ground, and yesterday at work I saw someone wearing flip-flops. Sometimes I would see people wearing shorts in winter. I don't understand those people. Mm-hmm.
Rachel, if you saw me, you'd be disgusted. I live in shorts. Although when I go outside and I'm in shorts, that wind is cold.
I don't mind wearing them around the house, but I mean, I don't wear them right now because it's cold. But um, I definitely wouldn't wear them outside. We go through a lot of eggs. We got a box of 60, and it turned out to be $32 for 60 eggs. Oh my goodness. Oh, bird flu again? Really? Huh. We used to pay $9 for 60
Hi,
eggs, and now it's
Darla.
31. I know. What's wrong with them people, Carrie? In one country, not sure which, but they have had to cull a lot of birds, including chickens, because of the bird flu, thus higher egg prices. Hello there, Darla girl. Oh, sweetheart, we were talking about that earlier. My daughter-in-law's mom wears shorts and short sleeves all winter with slides. No, 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 no. No, 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 Me too, Sherry. Me too. Mara says, I have a friend that wears flip flops year round here in Oregon. If it snows, she will wear closed shoes, but that's about it. Oh, no. Wow, Sam, you're paying about $4 a dozen at the moment. You have slides that you wear with slipper socks, but if it snows, I put on my sneakers. Well, I think this is the first time, and I don't know when, that I had to pull out my tennis shoes. I am not kidding you. Hello,
Hi,
Susan. How are
Susan.
you? Thank you for joining us here. Mm, that's cheap compared to here. Yes. Mm-mm-mm. My local store last week eggs were $4.99. This week $5.99, and some were over $7. Oh, you can buy lined Crocs? I didn't know that. Well, that's awesome to know, Susan. Although, folks, it has been our hour, and I know that there are plenty of other folks that are probably getting ready to pop here on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all so much for sharing some of your time with us this morning. I know time is precious, but for you to just pop on here, whether you were here the whole time or just now coming in, thank you so much for being here. Be sure that you hit your little thumbs to let me know you were here. If you're catching the replay, let me know because I would like to know who came in after the hour. For the last hour, I thought it was Wednesday, but just realized it's Thursday. I lost an entire yesterday with the surgery. Well, sweetheart, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. So please always remember, folks, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. Could be your light that they need to see. Carrie?
And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you guys.
Love
See
you
you
guys.
tomorrow at
Mwah.
8 o'clock.
Yes. Bye, guys.